Intermittent Fasting, IMF. Hi, I'm Sarah Marie with Sarah Marie Fitness, and today we're going to talk about IMF. It seems as though I have picked the perfect day to begin intermittent fasting because my sister-in-law is bringing me her 5 kids, plus I'll have my 5. I'll be intermittent fasting, so I don't have to worry about food for me. Why intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is only eating during a certain time window. Typically, intermittent fasting is 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating. You, of course, sleep during your fasting window. For the other 8 or 10 hours, in my case, of being awake but fasted, I am excited that I'm going to be staying busy so that I won't be thinking about the fact that I'm fasting. I know that it's a good idea to regulate that fasting window. I will be fasting from 11 o'clock at night, 3 in the afternoon. I started today intermittent fasting, but I only fasted for 12 hours. I'm trying to get myself back into the habit of being in a fasted state. What exactly is a fasted state? It's where your body is not using glucose for energy. See, when we eat, our body changes everything we eat into something else entirely. It breaks carbohydrates down into glucose that our body uses for energy. It stores some glucose as glycogen. As we eat more energy, our body uses that energy as it travels around our bloodstream before it starts to tap into the stores that we have. The goal is to switch into using fat stores for energy. So your body takes that fat store, that triglyceride that it stores in adipose tissue, your fatty cells. It breaks it down into 3 fatty acids and the glycerol backbone. What happens is your body uses those fat tissues for energy. Then your liver uses that for energy. Your brain needs 130 grams of glucose every single day. Guess what? Your brain can't make glucose and it can't store glucose. It's up to your liver to send glucose up to your brain so that you can function. Your body prefers to use glucose for energy, but it will tap into the fat stores. The remnants of Nerf war with 5 boys. One of them ended up in tears and came up, but he's only 5. It is 10 o'clock at night and I have forgotten how busy my life is with children. I'm getting my workout in now. My plan was to have done it earlier. 3 younger kids are in bed and I'm gonna get it in 4 o'clock. That is 2 hours past the end of my fasting window. I'm gonna break my fast. This is back to intermittent fasting 5 days a week, and today is day 2 of intermittent fasting for 14 hours on, 8 hours off.
So apparently Donald Trump's name starts with a J.
After having done intermittent fasting for 2 weeks, I want to say that I have noticed a drop in my body fat percentage, not just the big number on the scale. My Eros scale by INEVIFIT is perfect for tracking my progress through my intermittent fasting. I love it because it is so quick to show me my numbers that I love. It gives me a drive to keep going. It takes a little while for your body to balance out. That's why I waited 2 weeks to check myself again, and I noticed that my body fat percentage was down, and I could measure that on my own, and you can see in that video here how difficult it really is, but with this Eros scale by INEVIFIT makes it so easy. And if you're interested in getting one, I've got a link in the description that'll send you over there. I highly recommend it because it tells you so much information. Also, when you click on the little picture in the app, it's great because it gives you a guide of what those numbers mean. It helps you to see where you are on the scale of healthy or not healthy. One of the things I've noticed as I've been intermittent fasting is that I can go longer in between my eating sessions. My fasting window is a whole lot easier the more frequently I do it. I take a break on Saturday and Sunday from intermittent fasting. On Monday, I'm not as hungry. I can actually go farther in my fasting window before I feel like I really need to eat again. I can also stay within my calorie count and still reach my macros because I am only eating for a period of 6 to 8 hours. Most people don't eat late into the night when it comes time for intermittent fasting. I do. I've still seen results from intermittent fasting because my fasting window is still 16 to 18 hours. Some people have noticed that intermittent fasting disrupts their sleep cycle. They're getting used to intermittent fasting, just like with jet lag. Your body is adjusting to a new norm. You gotta get into a little bit of a rhythm. Your sleep will actually get better because your insulin levels, when you eat, your body produces insulin to tell your muscles and your muscle cells take up glycogen. When you sleep, you need a different type of hormone released into your bloodstream, and insulin is actually counterproductive to that hormone melatonin. When you're intermittent fasting, melatonin is able to kick in earlier once your body gets used to that changeover with intermittent fasting. It's a great time to go on ahead and break your fast is right after your workout. Now, my day doesn't usually go like that. I intermittent fast at night. After I have a snack at like 10 o'clock at night. So I don't break my fast until 3 or 4 the next day. And I usually do that with a high protein something. Whether it's cottage cheese or yogurt or a high protein shake. That way I am replenishing protein first because I really like to focus on my macros and make sure that I have a really good amount of protein because carbs are really easy to get in. I find those very easy to get in during the day. So I really try to make protein my focus so that I can continue to build muscle and rebuild the things that I have torn down. Intermittent fasting really should be paired with working out and muscle building, not just cardio. That is what I have learned thus far from intermittent fasting in my 2 weeks. What I have learned nutritionally that happens to your body when you're intermittent fasting. If you've got any questions, I would love to hear them because I have all of this newfound knowledge training with ISSA and learning about nutrition and being a certified trainer. And I am so excited to share this information with you that I have learned. And honestly, I just can't wait to share more with you. So if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. And you can also email me at workoutsathome365@gmail.com. But I've also got a great nutrition program that I do through Isogenics. And if you've got questions about that, you can message me about that as well. If you're looking for something really easy and simple, but yet healthy, that's why I recommend Isogenics.